Continuing on, Benny the Butcher. And this is, I don't know, man. I'm not really a big fan of Benny the Butcher. And, this made me not like him that much either anymore. It's a horrible take. I think it's a dumb take. And people are going to be like, when they watch this and be like, oh, this is the exact person they were talking about when Benny the Butcher said this. Whatever. I really don't care what people call me. It doesn't really matter to me. But let's play this clip, and then I'll talk about why this is a horrible take.
Hey, yo, y'all see what state the game is in when the streets don't hold the culture of the game? Now that the weird Twitter nerds and the nerds and all of these weird motherfuckers got, they got their hands on the culture. The voice of the streets don't mean as much as it did when we was coming up. There was a lot of cons to that as well. You know what I'm saying? I got to say that. But you see what happened when the streets, don't control the game no more. It's a lot of fuck nigga shit going on, man. And a lot of people's okay with it because they're fuck niggas, man.
So Benny the Butcher is 40 years old. Let me just get out of the way. 40-year-old man saying that the culture needs to be controlled by the streets, which makes, first off, that's a horrible thing to be controlled by. And here's why. Look at all these murder for hires. Look at all these shootings, killings, stuff like that in hip hop. I don't want to be reporting on a guy pissing on someone's dead grave, making a song about it. And what do we qualify as streets? Why does it matter if the streets control it or not? Whether Twitter nerds control it. How does Twitter nerds control this? It makes no sense to me. The focus and the take on this just makes absolutely no sense, especially for somebody that's a lot older. I would expect him to have a better take and not say that, but I wonder what made him say this. Why is he so upset about maybe some people on Twitter just said your music's garbage, or maybe they said something, that upset him, but nobody controls hip-hop culture right now. It's all over the place. The streets controlling it is not a good thing. Nerds fully controlling it is not a good thing, which they don't. Rec labels fully controlling it. There's goods and positives. I actually would like more policing in hip-hop because so much music, and just music in general, I think. Music was way better when it was harder for you to get in. Now that so many artists can just get in, there's really no superstar. I talked about this in a couple podcasts ago, I think. But there really isn't any more superstars anymore because just random people blow up. They're hot for a couple of years. They fall off, so on and so forth. The music's sounding the same all over the place. Nobody's really making anything unique anymore. So I would like more of gatekeeping to really happen. Whether that involves record labels, the streets, I don't give a fuck who does it. Somebody needs to gatekeep and stop allowing just anything to blow up. And I think that's impossible now with social media, but a lot of music is just garbage nowadays because of that. So I really don't care who runs it. I think obviously the people who respect hip-hop culture, who know their history, should be the ones forefronting and running it, period. Doesn't matter what skin color, doesn't matter where they're from, doesn't matter any of that. If the person respects the culture, knows the history, that's the people that should be in the forefront of it. Doesn't matter if it's a nerd, doesn't matter if it's a street guy, doesn't matter what it is. It's all about if you respect the culture. That's it. You have to know your history, respect the culture, respect previous artists, respect current artists. You don't want people that are blow up that don't, respect Ice Cube or Melly Mel or LL Cool J or the people who really built the foundation, Run DMC, whatever. Any of those older generations that built the foundation, you don't want people disrespecting them. Like Uncle Luke, I was about to say Uncle Sam. Uncle Luke, who literally invented the parental advisory sticker for artists and fought for their freedom of speech in hip hop music. Like those type of people, like anybody who disrespects those older generations makes no sense. Who doesn't know the history of it. Those are the people that we shouldn't put at the forefront, but it happens, man. The internet's the internet. There is no more gatekeeping. There is none of that, which is a good and bad thing. Obviously, the bad thing is that less quality of music is coming in. When there was gatekeepers, it was a lot. You would have to build stars up, and not as much people would come in dropping music. But now it's all over the place. I just hope, man, there's new superstars that come out. That's all I care about. I need the new generation. Unfortunately, a lot of the new generation died, so that's what you get with the streets. Pop Smoke, dead, who's set to lead the new generation. XXXTentacion, dead, who's set to lead the new generation. Juice WRLD, unfortunately, drugs, but that's part of bad influence in music. But also, like, a lot of street guys turn to Twitter fingers. Look at Meek Mill, street guy. I mean, he tweets some of the corniest shit ever. So, it's stupid to say this stuff, man. I don't know what got into his head to say this. He probably just got roasted by somebody online and you just brushed him off as a Twitter nerd. I get it, though. There's some people that speak on hip-hop that never go out, that never meet people that are in hip-hop, that never really partake in the culture. And these people, it is what it is. The only way these people have power is if you give them attention. That's really all it is, man. I ignore people I don't care to have takes from that I know don't respect hip-hop. I ignore them. I'm not going to mention names, but there's some people I don't even watch I could give two fucks about because they just don't care about the history of hip-hop. They don't have good takes. They're just here to make a quick buck. And if they can make some clout off it, they'll do that and then they'll move on. Those are the people that we got to watch out for. Those are the people we got to get the fuck up out of here. But the people that respect it, the people that know the history, those are the people that respect it and that won't disrespect it ever. At least that's my take on it. I don't really give a shit who runs it at this point. The streets running it is not a good thing, though. Let's just say that. That's just going to lead to more violence and dumb shit happening, which we already have enough of in hip-hop. We don't need more street guys running things and having, you got to check in here. That's corny shit. Everybody needs to grow the fuck up. There's no checking in. Just make great music. Taylor Swift doesn't have to check in when she goes to Los Angeles. She doesn't have to check in when she goes to Nashville. She doesn't have to check in when she goes to fucking, New York. Right? No other genre of artists have to check in anywhere. Only in hip-hop do they enforce dumb laws like that because there's street people that unfortunately force their street codes onto entertainers. And that's what makes a lot of these hip-hop artists turn into street people. Yeah, that's what it turns to, like corny shit and dumb shit, promoting violence, shooting and checking in and laughing at dead ops and all this dumb shit. We don't need street people. There needs to be a balance. Define street. Let's just say that. If somebody constantly breaking the law, we don't want them running hip-hop. That's not a fucking good thing. That's a bad thing. That's not a good thing. But yeah, I would love to talk to Benny the Butcher about this, actually. It'd be a great conversation. But yeah, hopefully, if I ever interview him, I definitely want to talk to him about this because I think it's for his age, he should have a better take. Let's just say that. I would expect somebody at the age of 22 saying some dumb shit like this. But this is a dumb take. I'm not saying that he's a dumb person. It's just a bad take. It's a very stupid take. He did kind of correct himself a little bit where he said, there's some negatives in it, but bad take to have, man. But let me know what you guys think.